Jacob Wheeler, very strong start today, man. 16 pounds, 2 ounces. And, we got another previous Forrest Wood Cup champion in the mix right now. Just kind of walk me through your day, because I feel like this lake sets up pretty well for you.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually the first Forrest Wood Cup I've ever fished was on this lake. And that's really cool. I mean, I ended up 12th in that event, and I learned a lot. I actually spent 10 days on the water prior to that event, practicing and pre-practicing, trying to figure the lake out. So I know a lot of the place and how it lays out. It's a lot lower this year, which is different. But it was one of those days I didn't expect it to do that well. I mean, I figured I could maybe catch 10 or 12 pounds if everything worked out, but I caught a 5-pounder, and that was the difference maker of the day. If I wouldn't have caught that fish, I'd have probably been around 12 pounds. So, I mean, things worked out today. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. I'm just trying to stay as versatile as possible. The one thing that I've noticed is it's a lot tougher to catch them this year than it has 3 or 4 years ago. You can see by the weights. I mean, the first day, I think Jay Ellis told me backstage he had 17 pounds first day, and he was in third. So, I mean, you look at it right now, and I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm sure there'll be an 18 or 19-pound bag brought in. The conditions were pretty tough today with those high skies, but, I mean, I feel like, they'll catch them.
Now, I kind of had you favored on my fantasy fishing team. I talked pretty highly of you, but I really do feel like in championships events, you show up. I mean, you bring it. You like that pressure. And it seems to me like when Jacob Wheeler can get rolling and just kind of start fishing the moment, sample something here, maybe catch one shallow, maybe catch one deep, keep a bunch of rods on the deck and use them all throughout the course of the day, that's kind of when you excel.
It is exactly right. The summertime fishing is what I love to do, and that's why, I mean, you look at the last 4 years, I mean, I've done very well in these Forrest Wood Cups, and I've been very fortunate to catch the fish that I've caught, and that's sort of, I just love fishing this way. I love grinded out tournaments. You don't get a lot of bites. It's all about decision making. You make one bad decision, that might be the tournament.
So you spoke of the one big bite you got today. And a lot of guys are saying, that big bite, they just kind of happened upon it. Are you dialed into anything that can get you that big bite, or is it kind of the same way? You just fished enough water and you put your bait in front of enough fish, you got a big one?
That was pretty much what it was. I fished enough water, and I caught some fish, and my boat was, basically today, I caught a lot of my fish where my boat was sitting in 70 foot of water. So it's sort of crazy. And so I caught quite a few fish the first thing, and then I was like, all right, then it allowed me to sort of fish the moment. When you get tense when you don't have 5 or you don't have 3 or 4 in the boat, because it's getting tougher. High pressure day, the sun's getting up. It's about to get tough. It's about to get real tough. And I noticed that the second day of the previous cup that was here, it was really high pressure. It was a lot tougher. And so I knew I had to catch them. And then when I caught 3 or 4 bass, I was able to settle down, go fishing, and, get one bite here, get one bite there, and really just make the adjustments I needed to.
When it came to catching fish today, some guys noted that the morning bite was actually pretty strong for them and it kind of tapered off. Other guys seemed to consistently catch them throughout the day. What boat were you in?
See, I caught 4 this morning, 2 midday, and then 2 at the end of the day, I think is what I caught. So, it was sort of in between. I didn't kill them by any means. I think I caught 8 bass or 9 bass total. So, I just caught a couple here, a couple there. It wasn't like, I definitely caught 4 this morning. That was the biggest flurry that I had. So, I think that was definitely the morning bite, but that was because of the high skies too. So, we'll sort of see what happens with the conditions that we're going to have. It looks like there's going to be cloud cover. That might mess up some of those deeper fish. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you caught your fish in a way that you kind of expected to in this tournament, or have you had some curveballs coming your way that you feel like you can basically build on tomorrow?
For me, I caught a few fish the way I expected to, and a few that I was like, just came. I'm like, what in the world, And so that was why I was saying, I really just was junk fishing and fishing the moment as best I could. And today things worked out. Truthfully, I don't know. It's tough out there. It's tough. You can see a lot of these guys. It's tough to catch anything over 7 or 8 pounds sometimes, 9, 10 pounds. These guys aren't. It's really difficult. And I don't know what we can catch tomorrow, but we're sure going to try to catch the biggest bag we possibly can.
Well, I said the same thing about Scott Martin, but when a guy like Jacob Wheeler, when you're sitting up towards the top of the leaderboard, you got the rest of the guys shaking in the boots. You excel in these type of situations, and it's going to be cool to watch you piece it together as the week carries on. Good luck to you, Jacob.
Thanks, dude.